Hey you guys, what's up? Comment Saturday. Today we're going to go over some pivoting and footwork drills, okay? Well, pivoting is part of footwork too, but you get the idea. Stepping and pivoting, okay? Really important stuff. A lot of people never really spend the time to develop these skills, and they're extremely important, okay, for combat. They always want to get to all the fun stuff, okay? But, well, what they think is the fun stuff. But this is the fun stuff if you really understand it. Okay, so we're going to start small and we gradually build out, okay? So the first skill we're going to work on is the shifting. Now, shifting means two things, okay? In old school boxing, shifting was when you change leads, all right? You might be in an orthodox stance here, you might come into a southpaw, and change, that's shifting. Another kind of shifting is from Wing Chun, and that's where we're doing this, shifting our angle, okay? Now when you do the shifting, you can see that actually I'm increasing my range as well. See here, I am square, and that's me shifted, see? Okay, so with shifting, you want to pivot on the ball or the center of your foot, okay? And you want to make sure that you use your hips to kind of drive it forward. The hips are what's driving it forward, okay? And with that will come your elbow and your arm too, because it's all joined together, okay? This is what we call the three harmonies, okay? So it's shoulder is joined to your hip, your elbow is joined to your knee, and your hand is joined to your foot. So when I go, everything goes all at once, okay? Boom, boom. So I can do, whether it's a punch or a palm strike or whatever technique I'm doing, right? It's all going together. Boom, 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 okay? This shifting is the basis for your ability to step and turn and move, okay? Everything comes from here, okay? So everything, so one thing that one guy I used to train with used to show me a little trick was he would actually slap his leg like that. So by slapping the leg, it's a reminder to use your hip and not just thinking with your feet all the time or thinking with your hands. You're thinking with the hips. Remember, the hip is your prime mover here, okay? Bang, 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 okay? That's the first drill. What's up? Okay, all right. Okay, and next up we have the stepping, all right? Now we're gonna do the box stepping, okay? Straight, and then we're also gonna do with a duck as well, okay? So box stepping, now this is my home plate here. Okay, so so home plate, 1, 2, 3, back to home plate. Always come back to home plate here, okay? So here, right? So I'm gonna step this way, step that way, step back, and then here. But now I go this way. So you notice that my body is turning a bit, is moving a bit as I'm stepping. I'm not so rigid like some guys do, okay? Because we'll get to this in a second, but I'm imagining, let's say someone I'm in southpaw right now. Let's say someone is in their orthodox lead, so their left leg is forward, and they're punching me. Well, I'm getting to the outside of that punch. All right. Now I come here. Now I come back, and now I come here. Okay. Now, let's say someone is in the same lead as me. I'm getting the outside punch by going this way. All right. Getting that angle. Then come here. And come here. So every time you move, you're imagining that you're either striking or you could be getting out of the way. See? Bang. So when I come here, I could be, if I do a 1, 2, that could be my punch as well. I'm letting my body go with the punch, right? Well, whatever angle fist you happen to use, all right? Okay. I might come here, I might come this way, a little inverted, or I could come that way, elbow down a bit more. Bang, bang. Okay, depends on what I want to do. That's basically the basic box step. Then I have the ducking. Okay, so the ducking, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So when I duck, I'm coming in here, and my shoulder's forward right now. When I come forward, now my left comes in. My left comes forward, which means I'm loading this. So let's say I get the outside of someone punching it, right? I come here, right here, and then I can get him with a shot there in the spleen, okay? His left side is the spleen. right? I come here, there's a sliver shot, okay? I come back here, okay? So you move, whatever. Maybe after I threw a punch, I can roll underneath it. This helps train that, okay? So one thing, when you're stepping, make sure you lower yourself as your initial foot moves, okay? So if I'm going backwards, forward, backward, forward, so I cover the ground as I come underneath, right? Cover the ground. So maybe I throw a fake out there as I come in, bang, 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 right? So, you know, so you want to make sure you get low as you cover the ground, okay? Don't cover ground and then duck, okay? You're gonna be hit in the face if you do that, okay? You need to make sure you protect yourself. That's the whole idea, getting underneath those shots, okay? All right, so there's the box. I know I'm going over quite a bit of stuff here, but has to be done, okay? This is important stuff, okay? There's only a few more things to go over. Okay, all right, now, building on that, we have the pivoting, okay? So, now, okay, I'm in my orthodox lead now, okay? Now, let's say someone is in a southpaw, okay? Well, I'm again getting out of the way of the jab, here, right? And then turn. So little, see, so I step and turn. Step, turn, and now I'm facing him on the side. Okay, now let's say someone is in orthodox lead himself, punch me, right? I get outside of his lead foot. Turn. Okay, step and turn. Okay, step and turn. Now, very important that when you notice when I land here, I'm still in my center. Okay, this is a very bad habit which you don't want to do. You're all forward. Your weight, you no longer have center. Okay, so here, okay. So for basic training, right? That's it. We either are going to step outside here or the inside here. Okay. All depends on what the opponent is doing. Okay. Now, to me, a better way to do that is to throw out a blinder. Okay. So if I'm stepping this way, for example, I'm going to throw a blinder out there, right, to disguise my movement. Throw a blinder. Just throw the hand right in the opponent's face. Okay. Throw the bang, boom, and then boom, boom, boom. Okay. I can get him. See, bang. I get out of the way. And as I do that too, there's my Lansao. Lansao in Wing Chun, that's the barring arm to control the arm. Remember, when you talk about trapping, there's 5 ways to trap. You can open a door, you can push a door open, Pak Sao. You can pull a door open, there's your Lap Sao. You can wedge it open, Tan Sao, okay? You can bump it open, bump it open, there's your Bong Sao, okay? And you can also hold it open, barring arm, okay? So if I come here with that blinder, come in here, there's my lance up, boom, bang, 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 okay? See, boom, boom, and yeah, get that, and so, you know, once you may use that trap for a second, but then once you start hitting, well, that's okay, you don't need to keep it there anymore because you're hitting him, right? Okay, now I go the other way, right? Bang, another lance out, or maybe a jump out, a chopping hand, okay? And bang, bang, okay? Another one, okay? Blinder, boom, 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 see? Always be conscious of your other hand. People often forget about the other hand, the only thing with the striking hand, but your other hand is important because that will set up the striking hand. I throw the blinder right here, I know where his hand is. I know where it is. Jump sao, okay, lan sao, whatever it happens to be, whatever it transforms into, and then boom, 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 you know, whatever you want to do, okay? All right, okay, and then, okay, so we cover the shifting, the box step with a duck, and then the step and the pivot, okay? And then one more is the shunma, the step through. And this can be done with the circle walking as well, okay? So, so this is changing leads. See, Now, very important, that initial step, right? There, I'm stepping out of the way. Because what if I try and do this, but he backs away? Well, now I'm too far, right? So I may come in here and I have to follow him in, right? I may come in here, right? Bang, he backs away. Boom, 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 and maybe, you know, he's still backing further, right? I can get him to groin, whatever makes the most sense, okay? Depends, all depends on the range, okay? If he backs away further, yeah, I may close the distance with a kick. I may throw a fake kick and make him go like this. Oh, a fake kick, bang, and then boom, 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 right? And then get him on the knee or something like that, whatever, you know, whatever happens to be, okay? All right, so there's that shooting mask step, okay? And I have one more to finish it all up, okay? Okay, and then the last one is, this is from Bagua and the circle walking. Here's where you kind of put them all together, okay? So, circle walking, you have your center here. You can draw a circle if you want to. I don't have chalk with me right now. Usually we have chalk, but I don't have it today. But anyway, so imagine there's a circle here. You have your hand extended towards the center of the circle, and you are facing the center. Now, I'm not walking this way, right? I'm twisted like this. Move around, circle here. Always keep your eye on the prize. You know, keep your eye on the prize, and when the time is right, toe in, comes in, boom, boom, and then now I go the other way. See how when I step here, I did pivot, and now I'm facing the other direction. And now I'm going clockwise. I was counterclockwise, now I'm clockwise. See? Over here, right hand is extended towards the center here. Okay? And when I get back to the bottom of the circle here, the foot toes in, strike. Strike and pivot. And there's that pivot again, right? Okay? All right, and now one more time. I'll do one more, okay? We're here. Toe out. Toe in. 1, 2, and pivot. Okay, and after I've done this course, I'm in this position. I need to get back to facing, so I'm here. See, so even in that position, this hand covers as I turn, because you always want to remember something. You always want to assume that your opponent isn't a moron. You want to assume your opponent knows what he's doing, and your opponent is always trying to hit you back. You have to always be conscious of that. Okay, there's far too many stupid demos where people do these ridiculous things where someone leaves a hand out there, you know, and in that time, realistically, he would have already kicked your ass. Okay, you have to assume the opponent has some skill and it's not going to punch in this ridiculous way. It's going to actually move, okay, quickly, and you have to respond accordingly. Okay, so always ask yourself, will these drills work? You have to really look at everything you do, put it under a microscope, under different conditions. Okay, even think about the terrain. Okay, I'm on fairly smooth ground here, not too much debris or whatever lying around. Okay, well, fine, but you know, sometimes I go train. There's a scrapyard, and sometimes just for the hell of it, I go and train there because there's shit everywhere. Okay, and I have to be careful of where I step because you know that there's crap everywhere, right? There's bits of metal and car parts and whatever else there is lying around there. Okay, so I have to be careful. All right, but that's good because you don't know where you're going to be. Right? So yeah, all these situations. Okay, but these drills are your foundation. Okay, we have the shifting. Remember, so just let's do one more quick review. Okay, we had the shifting here. Okay, we had the box step, right? We had the box step with duck in. Okay, we had then we had the step through. Oh wait, we had the step pivot, right? Okay, step pivot or step outside pivot. Okay, and we had the step through, and then we had the bagua drill. Okay, where the circle walking, 1, 2, and then the turn. Okay. All right, so those are your drills today. Hope you found it useful. You know, these drills They cannot be over practiced, overdone, and no matter how far you may go eventually, you're never too good to work on these drills. From the first day you start until your very last day, these drills are essential, okay? So remember that, okay? Don't get dissuaded by people promising big shiny things and all this crap, okay? This kind of basic stuff, this is what's gonna really save your neck, okay? These basic drills here, okay? This is your foundation, all right? All right, so any questions, let me know. Yeah, I'm also, if you like this stuff, I am going to have a link for my video course and book in the description and the comments, okay? So, yeah, hope you liked it, and see you guys soon.